So, so far we have mostly been dealing with our application from the admin side. We obviously want to build things on the home side, right? So, how do you go about doing that? Well, the key just might reside here, this particular area. So this is called the context. Alright. So previously, when we loaded our file, let's see what it is. So in our templates, when we loaded it, we provided nothing. All we had was just this homepage. Right? However, if you want to make this content dynamic, well, the first thing you need is to pass in data to this view. How do we do that? It's quite simple by introducing a context variable. So this is how we're gonna do it. So context is a dictionary, and then in the context you're gonna provide some key value pairs. So let's say, for example, you're gonna pass in the hello message. Say now we want our hello message to be hello Moringa, something of that sort, right? So once we have that, instead of passing in this blank dictionary, we are gonna pass in our context. Okay. So let's just bifurcate here. Let's do this one. Okay, so let's reload that. So far so good, no difference. However, now we can't use this variable here. Let's show you what I mean. So now we can introduce our context. So once a context is loaded, then all these are available as variables, which we can just load using template tags. No message, right? Let's see that. Awesome. So you see, whatever we pass in here happens here. So with this architecture, we will put in all our processing either in the view file, or we'll have it loaded here. Now it's important to understand that there are some variables that are available by default. For example, you might notice that you can echo out something like quest dot user, right? So let's see what happens when you do that. Okay, you can see my name shows up because I'm logged in. So let's try this alone. See how that works out. Okay, so let's just go back to this one. Right. So what we have in this request, you can probably look at the Django documentation for request context, right? So this is what you're talking about. Please look into the documentation so that you can see where all this data is coming from. It's right here. So docs Django project English 1.8 templates API. Right, so let's get that part done. Let's be able to pass in context variable to our template.